Hey audio listener, welcome to Jacob's Lab, an Avenue Studios production. Check out our Patreon and Locals community for exclusive content, access to our private Discord, and so much more. And don't forget to review our podcast to help spread the word. And now, let's dive into the adventure.
So we're going to jump back because we're going to say that you are working on the grave. You as in Ro is working on the grave. Kristen's character, Cass, is repairing. Dan's character, Casimir, is patching up Misha. And we're going to jump over to Shukaku. An hour-ish passes by, and you fire it up. It's in rough shape. It's not running. You checked it for damages, and now you've repaired it and got it running. Not well, but it's running. So you know you can limp it home. It's going to take you a while because the guy gives me some thick brush and stuff. So hopefully you don't attract any attention either.
Onward, ever forward we go.
Shukaku, it is running, and you are now tinkering to make sure you can make it home safely, essentially, and get it up and running a little bit more. And you successfully do so. It takes a little bit more time. So we're going to jump back to our gravedigger, Ro. Your new title.
Wow.
I believe it's the Sexton, actually, is the title of a gravedigger. Double check me on that one. Austin. It is very hard to dig a grave with a shovel, so I'm going to need some rolls of might.
Oh,
And
Is it sand, or did you go somewhere where it's not sand?
no, I specifically said I went to the beach and then went up to the jungle to where it was no longer
where it's
sand.
more mixed sand and dirt.
So it's a little easier.
It's a little easier to dig, but there are going to be some roots, and it's going to take some fortitude.
I'm ready.
So my first roll, though, I want is might, please.
Yep.
And you know what? And I will give you a legend point
Thank you.
because this is cool. Nice.
Oh, no.
You don't have to spend it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
giving you a legend point
Thank you.
because you are burying a dead person out of respect for the said person,
Thank you.
and digging holes hard.
Cool. I'm going to see how the
Digging a
might
hole.
takes me with this.
Yes, it
See
is.
how long. All right, so I'm just rolling straight might. I'm not using
Okay.
any advantages. Wow, 4.
That was bigger.
The going is hard.
That sounds like my roll.
So the going is hard.
I thought he was taller. Sorry.
You're hitting roots. It's hard. You're frustrated though, so you're fighting through it. You're gonna take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
So you're gonna take some damage. You're gonna take 5 damage. Your hands are blistering quickly. This is probably the hardest work you've done.
That's true.
So now I'd like a fortitude roll.
Yeah. I'm going to use a different colored die. Oh, fortitude.
I think Casimir will join her at the appropriate moment.
Okay.
It's not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I just want to have it in
He's
the
just going to
ether.
wait until you're done digging the hole.
Yeah. Need help?
16.
Okay. So you do feel like a little lightheaded, like maybe some dehydration, but you're okay.
I don't remember. What's the temperature like on this place? Is it like hot and tropical?
Where you are, it's warm and tropical. So
Okay.
she's dripping in sweat. We've exerted a
what I
lot of
thought.
energy.
Yeah, at this point, she's like, she
digging a hole in
probably
this
had
weather
her
sucks.
normal like scouting uniform on, and she's just like taking off layers, like her outer, and she's just sweating. She's like, just, it's tough. But she's also, I think, maybe after one more roll, she'll start screaming in anger.
Okay. Are you looking around, examining your surroundings as you do this? Are you full-heartedly diving into this digging?
No, she's.
Are you grunting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like I'm starting like, especially with the 16, I'm just like part of it is brute force, like working, but then it's like she's getting mad at herself and
Yeah.
she's getting frustrated and she's emoting
Yeah.
from the day.
Okay.
Give me one more roll.
Yeah, I was going to make you roll might again.
Before something
Yeah.
attacks me. Fortitude?
Yep. Or, yeah, that works. Both work. But
Explodey.
Oh, yes. I know. Good thing you're here. 15. 17.
all right. So you are definitely, you're not quite fatigued because you're rolling pretty well on your fortitude, but you don't, I don't want to make a character choice for you. Would you notice if you're fatiguing yourself?
I think that I would get. Yes, I would notice, and I wouldn't care.
Actually,
I would keep
you have a
working.
heartbeat monitor on your watch.
Yeah.
And it's flashing a warning, like you're overheating.
So I think like between the heart rate monitor starting to like
Yeah.
you know, like if whatever it does, like if it's a vibration or something,
Yep.
that's gonna anger me even more.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get frustrated, and I'm gonna just start like going after a root, and I'm just like, no, and I'm gonna lift up the shovel, and I'm just gonna do my last like angry like, she's just gonna like chuck it into the ground and fall over.
Okay.
In frustration and exhaustion.
All right. So, Casimir, you hear the scream.
Yeah, I think I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of course you
I think at this point you've kind of wandered that way, right?
Yeah, well, giving her space.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting with.
So she's collapsed on her knees or full like splayed out?
I went, no, I'm on my back.
Oh, went backwards. Okay. All right.
He'll walk up slowly and toss you a canteen or something. Thirsty.
What's Misha do?
He's gonna follow me. I'm gonna pick up the shovel and start digging, and I think Misha's gonna start digging.
I love it. Okay. Go ahead and give me a might roll for both of you,
Okay.
please.
I think we're
She's
the
just gonna say,
same.
why couldn't I save her?
Are you crying, Ro?
No.
No. Frustrated.
She's mad.
Yeah. You're just laying there letting him dig as you...
I think when he tossed me the canteen, I kind of, out of embarrassment, I at least sat up, and I'm sitting down, you know, with one knee up, one knee extended, and I take the canteen because I'm not stupid. I know I'm dehydrated. Like I'm gonna drink,
Okay.
and
good.
I am gonna like. Why couldn't I save her?
You got Casimir got 9, and then Misha got 22.
Yeah.
And I think that's Casimir's not real. He's ceremoniously
Yeah.
digging, but he's looking at Ro and
But Misha's going to town.
yeah,
Yeah.
digging a hole.
Yeah.
She's
She's
a big dog.
she's confused why you guys are doing it. Or he. Everybody drink.
Cheers! Cheers, my friend.
He is confused,
I love
but
that
digging
so
because it's,
much.
fun.
Yeah.
So, but doing well.
So, can you say your line again?
Ro, can you say your line again?
Thank you.
Why couldn't I save her?
Thud. You hear the shovel smacking against a root.
I could tell you why you couldn't in this instance, but honestly, Ro, I don't know. Do you know how many people, how many friends, how many family I've done this for?
But she didn't die because of a Ravager. And she didn't die because of a dinosaur. And she didn't die because of an enemy. She died because I didn't do something.
It's not always about you, Ro.
She's gonna get up. She's gonna get the shovel. She's gonna start digging again.
Do you release the shovel?
Oh, you're holding the shovel?
Yeah.
Casimir's shoveling. You picked up her shovel, correct?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured
Sorry,
that
I
was the
didn't bring
only
one with
one.
Well, I want to make sure that we clarified that for
Yes,
our
no,
listeners.
I had like tossed the canteen,
That's what I
start
thought,
picking
yeah.
up the
So
shovel,
you-
so she's trying to take it out.
Yeah.
So there's a moment right now where you're trying to remove the shovel
This is amazing.
from Casimir's hand. Ro is trying to remove the shovel from Casimir's hand. Misha's going to town digging this grave. And like the sound of the sand just in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's this moment where you guys are locked hands on the shovel. Do you lock eyes?
Casimir's definitely looking at you. Galen. All we can do is keep moving forward. If you continually question everything that has happened, you're going to slip up. If you doubt in the moment, when we're in the moment of action, you cannot doubt. That is when things go bad. Grieve. Grieving is good. Have this time, but what's happened has happened.
But I trained for this. I trained to come here to lead people, for us to start a new life. I was supposed to build something. I was supposed to find something. Everything. Nothing.
You hear the faint roar of the hovercraft in the distance.
Galen, you found a new life. You brought that baby back. We can't save everyone. You are going to do those things. I see it in you. I've been around leaders, many leaders, good and bad and terrible. It's these experiences. Don't let this go to waste.
And when he says that, that's when she kind of doesn't snap out of it, but she brings herself at least up to the surface from where she was. She's like, okay.
We were all there. We all failed to save her.
The roaring's getting a little louder of the hovercraft.
Is it a roar or a hum?
It's a hum, sorry. It's a hum, yeah.
I'm like,
And
man,
a
this
roar
thing's
means
on, like,
something
jets or
very
something.
different.
It's not
in
making,
this
yeah, it's a hum. And
environment.
it's definitely still sputtering a little bit, so it's like got weird noises. But you guys would recognize the sound of it.
Yeah, so I think she's going to be like,
But it's not, I'm not encroaching. I'm painting the scene.
No, yeah.
That it's in the distance. You guys have your moment. I'm just letting you know.
Let me at least do this for her.
Misha's mostly doing it, but I want to help.
I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this place. But a big dog to dig a grave. That's pretty good.
That's at least something this lavender goddess gave us.
As you guys are having this, there's that faint smell again. Like literally as you're about to say it. It's like you're not sure what came first.
Yeah.
You saying it or the lavender.
And I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like,
See? She is here.
And I don't know what to do with that.
Are they the only ones that smell it at the current moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you are right. You are right. Let's do this together.
I get the shovel.
she's going to take it from you and start shoveling.
I'll take the canteen. Actually, he's going to pull out a flask.
So you guys begin to work at the grave better.
There we go.
And Shukaku emerges from the jungle. And you see them, all three of them, digging the grave. As you come creepingly out of the... As in...
Creepingly,
Thank
not
you.
creepoli.
Yeah,
Yes.
creepingly
There is a difference.
out of
I don't know.
out of the jungle. Do you stop?
At their where
Yeah.
they are?
Or do you just drive on by?
That's a good question.
Casimir will raise his flask when he sees you, if you look over.
I mean, if I saw you guys, then yeah, I'd be looking over. So I guess I'd probably stop.
Okay. You pull up to the scene.
Chitty chitty bang bang, that's just what I hear. Got this thing barely working. Did you have fun, Chicago?
It works.
That it does. How do you feel about it?
It needs more work.
We all do. I'll look at Ro.
Shukaku doesn't recognize the social cue at all.
Shukaku, Gen is studying the energy signatures from those flashes, both that was above our ship when whatever it was took the item, and then the other one for whatever took the rest of the people who were there. I don't know if you might have any insight into that, if you could assist him.
I think I actually saw the ship, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I passed that one roll pretty high, and I don't remember if I saw it.
It was
or-
you think you saw it, I believe is how I worded it. Like you could have seen a ship, but it was such a quick blip
Yeah, yeah.
that you were unsure. You were like, yeah, it could have been. I believe is how I worded it.
The one that stole.
Correct.
Yeah,
stuff.
so I'd be very curious about that then. So I'm just gonna like kind of putter my way over to the ship then.
Now, as of right now, you can't get up the docking bay. You'd have to park it outside of the ship itself. So, well,
I'm just trying because underneath the party, I'm like, I just say, not loud enough for him to hear. Maybe Ro can hear. Just, I assume by your silence that you have heard what I said.
because you just drive off, right? You don't.
Yeah,
acknowledge-
I say nothing. I just drive off.
I love it. Yeah. All right, so
Another
we're gonna.
toy, but another resource.
That born is toys.
When I get out, I leave the shoebot that was helping me fix the ship, fix the hovercraft, to continue working on it while I go
Okay.
and talk to Guy.
Okay. Are you gonna stop and visit your bot that you had working on repairing the ship, or not talk, but download the data essentially? Or,
Oh, we'd be having a conversation. Yeah.
yes.
Another little banter. Back
Would we
and
like
forth.
to have this? Because if I remember correctly, they don't speak yet.
They only. They don't really speak.
Yeah.
They have like
a weird language that you seem to understand.
some little, some little robotic.
Okay, so you
It's again the
something or
Star
other.
Wars
Yeah.
random.
So
Beep,
you
boop,
go
boop, and somehow you
go
understand.
buy your shoebot who's tinkering with the ship and working on the solar panels and just trying to get stuff working on the ship again, and it acknowledges you. It acknowledges you. Have you determined a sex for them? Or is
Oh
it-
heck no, they're robots.
Oh, I just
These are just straight up robots.
it acknowledges you, but it keeps tinkering. Do you say anything?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna check and see the progress and stuff.
So you have a deep conversation with a robot, but not with the fellow humans. I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sounds like
bring
deep is not quite the
attention.
right
Yeah, I wouldn't say
descriptor.
deep, but
Involved.
yeah, an actual
involved
conversation.
conversation.
deep for his character.
Zeros and ones.
Yes, exactly. Deep for the character.
So he reports to you through his beeps and boops and bops and clicks and clacks that doing really well. Only a couple of minor setbacks on some nat ones I rolled, but the other.
So I'm still gonna be.
And I quote my wife, "Don't tell me that."
I'm still gonna be looking at the progress. So do I feel like the progress is as good as he's telling me?
Yes. Well, give me a perception. Give me a perception roll on maintaining your bots. Just give me a perception roll to see, just a check.
Stop it.
26.
Oh my word.
What a
I
save.
can't dig a grave, and he can
20.
communicate on an intellectual and spiritual level with robots.
I wouldn't say spiritual, but
Thank you, Open Legend. No.
Yeah, right. Daddy don't take. Daddy
you're
don't take no lip from robots.
You're examining your robot's work, and you quickly gather that the ship might be able to actually deploy on land tomorrow. It's doing really well.
okay. I give him a little pat on the top of his chassis and stroll on for now and make a note that I'll be upgrading him a little bit more later.
All right, so you
It's like the opposite of the "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed." It's the "I'm surprised."
Yes,
Well
exactly.
which is almost worse though. You expected me to fail?
Carrot.
Well, I left him here for a reason. He was the one that was doing well on repairs.
You continue to impress me. I love it. Okay, sorry.
You're
It
good.
just made
So
me happy.
as you're climbing into the ship, we're gonna jump to Cass, the robot female we have.
Robot.
Thank you.
Android.
Robot. Android.
Robot or android.
You are still in the infirmary, correct?
I'm a what?
In the infirmary. You are in the nurse's office preparing yourself still, correct?
Yes.
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 So-
I have my little toolbox in my thigh.
But I'm going to paint a scene. As all this is going on, you see that Vanna feeds the baby. And you see that...
I'm sorry. Before you go too far, Jake is such a wonderful LM to run these two women who will not let him give him no room for error.
No. If my wife was here, she'd be doing the same thing. I love it though. But
great.
thank you for the kudos.
Sorry, I
But
just
We
love
are a refining fire.
Yes.
Sharpen
I like
me.
that.
I
so
love it.
help me speak accurately, right, Michelle?
Yes, precise, accurate language.
But so now we're going back to the picture. You're there. She has fed the baby. She has been talking to this baby. The baby is now sleeping and she's just sitting there peacefully. You see the smile go across her face, a very gentle, loving smile, and just tears, but not sad. Joyful tears of holding a child on a new planet. This is human life. It's unexpected. Like, this is shocking for everybody, and she's very excited to have a baby.
Especially in our pod,
Correct.
so small.
Right, and the chances of having life was slim.
To not
Slim.
carry on.
Cass, what are you doing?
I feel like she would shuffle around a little awkward for a little while, but eventually fine. Well, what she's gonna do is in the same toolbox in her thigh, she's gonna pull out a hanky. That's pretty gross, but she's had it for a while and hands it over to her.
I mean,
dry her
out of
tears.
respect, definitely. Pat doesn't even think about it.
Probably get some grease on her face.
That's okay. Anything else that you would like to do? Because some time has passed. I mean, they were pretty much dug a whole grave. He's repaired, so you have some time to do checking your animals. And I'm not forcing you. You can stay there and be with the baby the whole time.
Well, she was repairing herself quite a bit too.
There is that, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that, and I also think, I don't know. I guess you don't need milk, so not much I can do here. But, you can keep the hanky for him.
She cracks a smile and just says, "Thank you." It's gentle, very quiet. The baby's sleeping, and just looks back at the baby.
So she's gonna quietly, awkwardly shuffle out and go check on her chickens and stuff. And
Right as you begin to walk out, Vanna, Cass, you want to hold him?
Sure, I can do that.
And you're being
Yeah.
respected as an android, as a human,
Yeah.
essentially. So
Yeah. So she'll sit and I don't know. He's not awake, so she'll sit and hold him for a little bit.
and there's this beautiful image of you holding the baby boy, whose name is Harrison.
Harrison.
All right, I think everybody's accepted this. I like it.
Oh yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's strange to all the stress. And there's this like calm moment in the infirmary where there's a new baby. You know that peaceful moment when you're in hospital as parents and you're holding that newborn and you're just, this is a thing. All right. We're going to jump to a moment where Shukaku is coming down the hatch and Gen stops him. Shukaku,
Yes, again.
is it running?
The hovercraft?
Yes.
Yes.
How's your butts doing?
Doesn't he know how the one on the top of the ship is doing? I would imagine.
I've been busy.
Please elaborate.
I had to cook. My wife's taking care of a baby.
It's getting a little too real, Roy.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody drank to parenting.
Including our listeners.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever numbered them. So I'm just gonna say Shubot 1 is on top of the ship, and Shubot 2 is currently working on the hovercraft. So Shubot 1.
Statuses. We don't care about names.
Well, they do. Shubot 1 is. What was he fixing?
Working on just like where the solar panels and making sure, because there were a bunch damaged. And
Yeah,
working
I
on the
remember
communication device, which that is still
Make
I
the
thought we
Kind of
fixed the
land.
communication device
short
for the
range.
most part.
Short range.
Yeah, okay.
You, not long range.
So essentially, I'd probably have him just doing solar panels then, not.
Well, because you need enough power. At this point, if there was a tidal wave, say, I'll delete that part. But if there was a tidal wave, I may or may not have had that wrote out. No, I'm just kidding. If there was a tidal wave, you guys would be in trouble, or some kind of reason for that to happen. So, okay.
So yeah, 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒂 is currently fixing solar panels. He's doing a pretty good job. The hovercraft, on the other hand, needs a significant amount of maintenance.
But, it like what? Will it run?
It runs right now.
Can we explore?
Yeah. I want to do some more work on it.
Come here and look at these signatures.
Yes,
And
that's what I came in
to.
for.
He brings you to the.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I know. He brings you to the. He has an odd respect, like a love-hate for you. Like it's like, because you're distant. So
Yeah,
it's,
𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒂 doesn't really respect anybody.
Yeah, I had got that. So you guys go up to the kind of the same screen that Casimir and him were standing at, and he's like, "What do you make of these? What is this energy source? I don't get it. They're the same, but there's nothing I've seen like it before." So he shows you on the screen.
Yeah, so
You can roll
they-
logic if you want.
they had no. They couldn't see anything other than the energy, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't really have any description to give other than the fact that there was a ship,
Yeah.
or at least that I believe that there was a ship.
Right, and you've pieced together
that-
at this point that makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I saw a very brief moment. I saw a ship.
You see a visible like irritation because that means it was that close.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems dangerous.
Oh yeah, especially with nobody noticing.
Yeah. He goes, maybe we need to focus on the radar.
On what?
The radar.
Oh yes.
It's intermittent.
Okay.
That's canon.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
I'm really enjoying the interchange.
Got it, Shokaku?
I just walk away.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to the scene of the grave.
Hold on.
But
Okay,
no,
let's
can
get
we
it out.
please go back to the grave?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just
Grave digger.
I gotta get into Casimir. Not this beautiful moment that just happened. Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow, it really is because it's like the meta level of like it's Jake and Tony have known each other a really long time,
Can
and you're
we-
also playing characters. It's just so good.
Can we cut back to the scene and it's the grave is dug, but like, what?
Would you like to take? We can switch. I will play Gallon. I'm just kidding.
No, but I just have this vision of Ro sitting next to Misha, and the two of them are just sitting and staring into a hole together. Like they've kind of bonded, right? They had this moment, and so I don't know. She feels like she's connected, like she already is connecting to Volkov, and then to be connecting to Misha too is very important to her. And
So I mean, I like to paint the scene you paint. Wow. I like the scene you have painted. So we can do that.
thank
So
you.
we're gonna dive back in now.
I'll ask more questions
Good.
instead of.
No. I love it. No, I love it. It makes sense. So we dive back into the image of Misha and Ro and Casimir. The grave is dug, and you're there, sitting together for a second over the grave.
Casimir will pass you the flask.
Should take a sip. Can I roll to see if I've ever had alcohol before?
Sure.
Like just the taste of
Absolutely.
it, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Well,
that
and
she
he's
would
definitely got old world.
This is
if
like
you will.
intense stuff.
This is,
actual stuff. What?
This is
Aged
yes, you can
whiskey.
tell the difference between a cheap vodka and a high shelf vodka. You can.
So what is this?
This is middle.
So what
I
are
told
you
they won't
packing?
let- there's no room. Middle shelf.
Middle shop. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll to know if she's, or
How
should
about
I
you
roll?
roll?
What should I roll?
Roll fortitude to see how well you handle it.
Oh yeah.
So can I roll first to see if I've ever even tasted?
Want to do a
Booze?
50-50?
Yeah,
I'll roll for that.
Percentage die.
Percentage.
To
die,
two.
yeah.
he's rolling it.
Oh, you're rolling.
I've never
you've
had-
never consumed alcohol.
Yes.
That kind of makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, I rolled a 19% chance. So,
I had ever. Okay, so now I'll roll fortitude to see how I do.
yep.
Taking one swig of this.
And this is some pretty good vodka.
Yeah.
We're talking a Russian man
Thanks.
from the.
Taking me a long time to read
So
my own sheet.
for our viewers, our lovely Kristen picked up a
Listeners.
die. Well, they can view it on YouTube.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
So wherever you wish to watch or listen to this podcast from, Kristen
you.
picked up the die and handed it to Katie.
Yes, because I was taking a long time to read my sheet, and she knew what I needed to roll before I did. So
That's why we put David next to Kristen.
Nat 20.
Shut up! Oh no! Seriously?
39, 30, 40, 41, 43.
And when we go to combat, we'll be rolling one.
Yes.
So, do
But
your,
I'm sober.
well, wait. I didn't roll for sobriety.
That's true. That's
I
true.
rolled to see if you were spitting this out.
If you could take it.
Yeah. So, due to your lack of
drink the nail
food
polish.
consumption, due to your lack of food consumption and the little bit of water you've had and the sweats you've been draining, the vodka's oddly refreshing for you. Like, there's this moment where it's like, ugh, this is vodka. It's rubbing alcohol. It smells funny. Then you like sip it and you take a gulp. You're ready to put hair on your chest. You're
No, that's awesome because there's a moment where Casimir recognized that you get vodka.
yeah.
You understand vodka.
Like it touched your tongue and like the sip, and then she like paused and then gulped it. Like it was, but like a nice solid gulp, and you handled it like a champ.
Yes. Some of my hopes and dreams.
So there's this moment where you guys are digging a grave, and it's peaceful, weird stress, growth between the two of you, and then you take a sip of his vodka, and there's like a whole understanding between the two of you. It's like you bonded over a flask of vodka.
And death.
What?
Sorry, and death.
She said, and death.
And death, yes.
Because-
yes, yep.
Kristen is a realist. Very pragmatic. Thank you.
Careful. It'll hit you later.
I'm looking forward to it. And she hands it back to him.
Takes another swig.
Misha just sits there. Not that I'm controlling Misha.
No,
but
you're good.
I assume Misha just sits there.
He's exhausted.
yeah.
And feels very well accomplished
Yeah.
with whatever we're
Yeah.
doing.
But like, you know how dogs when they pant, but they have the smile at the same
Yes.
time? Just
Yes.
so excited. Mm-hmm. He looks to his master, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a pat. Galen. How do I put this into words? We're pod guardians. We're guardians. And that doesn't mean we're going to succeed all the time, but we're here to keep them. He gestures back to the ship. We're here to keep them all able to be all that they could be. That's why I love Shukaku and Cass. They're different from us. They have a purpose beyond this. And everyone else there. In all my time on Earth, I've done this so many times.
I hope it's the last time.
No, don't hope that. Not in that you want others to die, but
That we have to stop fighting. That's what I mean. I don't want to survive anymore. I want to start living. You should not have to survive anymore. You should be able to live.
Casimir's speechless.
I think she kind of understands that she finally kind of had an upper word for the first time moment, and she just goes, she breaks it, and she goes,
Besides, if you can learn to love Shukaku, I guess there's nothing left in the world.
she stands up and she starts to go.
So as do you want to respond to that? Sorry.
I don't know if there's a response. It's just like I do.
Then you're a better man than I. And she puts her hand down to like help him up.
Stand up.
As you guys are heading back to the ship, you get a call from Gen on your wrist.
Да.
Casimir,
Что это?
let's celebrate tonight. New life. We're alive. And we'll bury the dead in the morning. That was too Irish, but that's
I was
okay.
thinking that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna
You'll get there in 2 years.
Yeah.
Episode 106.
I'll get it.
No, it's
Vanna, you hear him? He left his comms on. Vanna, make us a cake.
I got the baby.
You can shut your guns off now.
Can she turn to
Stupid
him
things.
after all the comms go off and be like,
So, exactly how much vodka do you have?
Want to roll for it?
Let's roll for it. Yes, please.
Let's roll a D8.
D8? All
Yeah.
right.
For middle shelf, high shelf, or bottom shelf.
Roll a D4, a D8, and a D6.
Okay.
D4 represents high shelf.
D4
D8 is low
okay,
shelf, and
okay.
D6 is mid shelf.
Okay.
Torn, my son.
They're liters.
Using your die.
to get me the vodka?
You have done wonderful in our craft your own pack.
They
so
explode.
far. Okay. Nobody's. Yes. Okay. D4 explodes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
the high shelf. Ooh.
Okay. So we got 5 on the mid
Wait,
shelf.
let me write this down because this might become very important.
How much
If my
alcohol do
character
we
has
have?
anything to say about it.
Okay. So yeah, 5 on the mid shelf.
Okay.
2 on the low shelf. That got drank
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 so far. Okay, 5 total.
Okay.
Top shelf.
Hey.
That's liters.
Hey.
All right.
There you go.
right.
For reference, that's 1.75 liters up there.
Yeah.
As I point to the shelf.
Yeah.
A bottle of.
All right. I have that recorded now because that's super important.
I'll look again with like, well, you have an entire Russian family with you. We'll make it a few days. But we better figure out how to make something else.
Well, we don't actually have glasses with us at the RP moment, so we won't clink.
A canteen's empty. Pour some in the canteen.
Love it.
Naša družba.
Oh, that's great.
Which means to our friendship.
May I paint a picture?
Please.
And we're going to end here tonight.
Sounds good.
You guys all are in the dining hall, the baby included. And it's this odd joyfulness. Vanna brings out this beautiful chocolate cake. There's a feast to behold. With all the stress, you guys are sitting there, enjoying each other's company. laughing, maybe even crying a little bit. They open the windows and allow the salty breeze to come in. You guys are alive. Humankind was going to die. And here you are on a planet, celebrating, drinking vodka, eating cake, and a great meal of chicken and biscuits. And it's just this beautiful image of you guys as a pod. Celebrating life. Celebrating each other. It's peaceful. It's beautiful. What does celebrating look like for each of you? Just real quick around the room. Is anybody ready?
I think I know.
Okay.
If that helps.
Yeah.
Just based on Ro's last dialogue. Gens or oh man, too many names. Casimir is watching everybody and kind of just taking a back seat in this.
Is it fair to say that you guys worked on getting Misha in, or is he in the corral?
Everybody drink. Cheers, my friend.
Poor Misha.
Listeners, please drink every time. No poor Misha. This is beautiful. No, I think I don't think so.
Okay.
Because my thought was that Casimir's watching all of this. So I'm hopeful actually Ro will be next because I think he's specifically watching how she interacts. And he just is sipping his drink, has chocolate cake because Vanna makes him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she's forcing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has it. Good.
Yeah.
And then he goes out to just sit with Misha for a while after enjoying the party from a distance and just taking it in, and just looks at Misha. Kto ty, Vok? I know you're something more. Спасибо. Thank you for being here.
And that's how you end the night.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump.
Yep.
Pause it there. We'll go to Ro because it makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like Ro resists a little bit at first, but then is very easily drawn in to the middle. She's whatever vodka's available. She's taking shots. She's eating cake.
I do want a fortitude roll.
Okay. I'll take it.
Because first time alcohol.
14.
And vodka.
Yeah. You're feeling
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So I think she's smiling. She's fellowshipping. Early on, before she was a little too far gone, she was taking turns holding the baby. She does not resist like being close to Harrison. She enjoys that. Like Vanna is clearly the main caretaker, but Ro really enjoys.
Takes a village, right?
You know, and
The cool aunt.
yeah. So she's there. She's in the thick of it. She's eating freely. Like she's just enjoying herself probably for the first time. I don't know, ever.
Yeah. Letting the walls down.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cass has her lasso out.
Oh, yeah. Party
She's doing
face.
some fun tricks with it. Like
We definitely
spinning
went out of
it
order.
around
You
the
should've gone
twins and stuff.
Can I get a roll for
Oh,
that?
yeah, sure. I
Roll
don't know.
whatever you want at this point, because
I mean, mine's kind of what she uses,
Sure.
but okay.
yeah,
Let's see how
it's
it
just
goes.
for flavor.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Of course.
25.
We are.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
roll combat next time.
You're doing like those cool tricks where you jump in the lasso and go up and down.
Yes,
you're just
yes,
like you're
yes,
just
that's
it's a lariat first of all, and But it is awesome. You're doing some cool tricks. I mean, in and out of your arms. You got to go into the music. And do you have a music box built into you?
I didn't think about it, but sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Music box
It's
is...
a radio, so I don't know.
Well, would you produce your own? Do you have any downloaded tracks?
Sure.
All right.
You know what? Okay, I know. I like better that it would be one of those like spinning things with the phone
phonograph?
phonograph. Right? Is
Yeah.
that where it's
You have like one deployed on your back kind of thing?
Like
I
with the
think,
big funnel and everything.
no, I'm saying it's
Or
like
do you own one? How about you own one?
there. Yes.
You bring it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is like
that makes more
Old world
sense.
technology, and
That's
you're like,
some
look
real
what I
old world
saved, right?
technology.
Yeah.
Victrola, a phonograph.
I love it.
Wait, is it Victrola?
Oh, I
Do you
actually.
mean
So
a
pause.
phonograph is like
I have
that?
a Victrola at home. It is awesome.
Do you really?
Dive back in. Yep.
It's one of those disc things, and it has the little needle that kind
Yeah.
of
That would be
like
a phonograph.
spins on it.
Love
Yeah,
it.
like
And
an original record player.
Yeah.
Like the very
but
first.
it plays country stuff.
I love it. Little Alabama going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Shukaku, this is not your thing, but do you stay?
I eat, and then I probably don't even eat there, actually. I probably just grab like a whole heaping plate of food because
Yeah.
I just eat a lot. And then I go off and I start
As you begin to go off, though,
tinkering on something special.
as you go to leave, Gan stops you. Shukaku,
Oh, man.
can't just enjoy this. Just stop for a second. You're alive. We're all alive.
I've always been alive.
Yes, but we're here. There's a baby.
And
All right, whatever.
then he just turns around.
He
and walks
swigs
away.
his vodka. He's just, whatever.
Can roll? This would be a long shot. I'd have to roll amazing, but I want you to short out. Can I short out something where he has to stay and fix it, or like short out something where he can't
Oh, I like this.
leave? I don't know. Like
Roll a dexterity.
It really depends on whether or not Shukaku thinks it's important enough to fix now.
that's true.
Well, dang.
What's
you gotta think of
dexterity
something
in
real
Open
good.
Legend?
Sorry.
That's okay.
The
Agility.
Agility.
The second one down.
Agility.
Mess up agility.
You are correct.
It's the second one down on the list. That's how I remember stuff.
Isn't it the first one down on this?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is the first.
first one.
Yeah, at least
Because you are still
at least
on
on Hero
5e.
Muster it is.
Because dexterity, I believe, is second.
I've been playing a lot of 5th edition, sorry.
Yeah, it's strength, dexterity, constitution.
15. Yeah, I'm not going to get him to stay.
No, you
Do you still
you short
break
out
something?
you short out the milkshake machine, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
trying to
he-
get him to fix it. And he's just like,
He's already got his milkshake, so he doesn't care.
yeah. He's walking away with the milkshake.
Wait. We have a milkshake machine of all of
course.
the things we took from
That is a
Earth.
valid point.
We said no. Wait,
You gotta have a
get the
milkshake
milkshake machine.
Right? You have a cow. Milk. There's ice cream.
So blender.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Shukaku, fix the blender.
Do you smile as you walk away, knowing that you got
No,
the?
he's very stoic.
Did you break the milkshake machine on purpose? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't do
Did you
it.
take a part from it? No. So,
That probably has happened.
so you guys, as the night winds down, and you're doing your nightly tasks, and you are going to head to bed shortly. You have that lavender smell just wanders through your mind.
Been hacked.
So I'm assuming the baby stays with Vanna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ro, whenever she's able to, she will make sure that she stops in to say goodnight to Harrison.
So right after you say goodnight and you're heading to your room, this is like the very last thing before you go to rest or whatever it is you do for the night. There's that just sense of lavender and an odd sense of peace from it. Maybe not, but it's like peace trying to invade
Oh, okay.
what you are thinking about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's trying to have you at peace. Like a hug from a distant place.
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy.
Ro's gonna inhale deeply, like she's gonna kind of go into a meditative, like she's going to use that as an initiation
And
to
you're
meditate and go to sleep.
And you're going to sleep really well.
Yeah, I am.
'Cause lavender's awesome.
'Cause I'm accepting of my surroundings.
Shukaku literally goes, "Oh man," and just like waves, trying to get rid of it. Like, get out of here.
As you're like your bot's working, you're just because you went up back up to help the bot, right?
No. I went to go work on something else.
Okay. Anything in particular?
Yeah.
You want to roll for it?
Not currently.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
And I
later.
shouldn't have to roll for it eventually.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it. But that's the end of the episode. You guys are heading to your sleepy state or the end of the night that is yours, personal, away from the party. And you have that. The presence of the lavender.
I just rolled for Casimir on it.
Okay.
Because of what Ro said. He's falling asleep out with Misha,
Oh,
leaning against him, in case that helps you in the
Okay.
next session.
Oh dear.
okay.
But
That's a beautiful
Will
image.
Robinson.
yeah,
On the
he's
beach.
just, yeah.
It's warm, but it's not like repulsive.
I mean, he's nestled into the,
The thick fur.
the thick fur.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love it.
But he rolled high enough where he has that moment. I love your analogy of the hug.
Yeah.
And it's like he has that moment of like, I don't want to give in to this, but he accepts it.
Okay. I'm gonna just gotta write some stuff
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Anything else you guys want to? Is it just you just let it happen for the rest of you? Okay.
Onward, ever forward we go.
This has been another fantastical episode of Jacob's Lab, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a review on your podcast app of choice to help spread the word. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our Patreon or Locals community. Doing so will not only help us to continue creating high-quality content, but you will also gain access to bonus content and our private Discord, where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget to check our podcast description for the music and ambience that we use, and thank you so very much for joining the adventure, and we will see you next time.